I'm waiting. They're gonna call me in for my appointment for the Marpe installation, and they told me I have to eat a really big meal before I go in, and I totally forgot. So I ran to 7-Eleven, scarfing down a bunch of food as possible. I think they said like you need to be on a full stomach so that the antibiotics like interact properly or something. But we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated. So I just got the MSE or Marpe installed. That's why I'm talking a little funny, because it obstructs your tongue a little bit. It wasn't too bad. They just put some needles in your palate to numb your mouth. They fit the device on, and when they're drilling the screws into your bone, you don't really feel any pain at all because of the anesthesia. The needles were a little bit something, but that wasn't bad. I will say the anesthesia wore off very fast. I mean, like, in under an hour, I have full feeling of my whole mouth again. And there is some pain, but it's tolerable, but it's definitely there. But it's worth it. Not too bad. So it's an hour or two later, and it hurts. It hurts a lot more, and I can feel the pressure on my skull. I don't know, maybe it's just soreness and it's my interpretation, but I feel like I can feel the pressure of my skull being pushed apart. They only did 2 turns today, but yeah, it kind of sucks. She said for most people it's not too bad, but it varies very, very much, and it doesn't always have a rhyme or reason. So, but for me, yeah. Oh, once everything wore off, it just wasn't great. So I'll keep you guys updated. So it's almost 11 p.m. now, and I took 3 ibuprofen. Which they told me to take 1 every 4 hours, so whoops. But anyway, I feel a lot better. There's a little bit of pain. I don't want to eat or drink anything, but I'm able to talk. I wasn't able to talk. It was very, very painful for just like an hour, though. It almost surprises me that the medication really did all that. So usually ibuprofen doesn't do too much for me, so anyway, I'll keep you guys updated. It's the next morning, and I thought that eventually I'd be in all that pain again, but it never came back. So I guess maybe the ibuprofen wasn't, really helping me as much as I thought. I'm guessing it was the expansion, the turns of the expansion, or a combination of that and the installation. But for whatever reason, that major pain only lasted under 2 hours. So, and I feel fine. Obviously some pressure. There's some soreness where the device was installed, so it doesn't feel great to put my tongue on the roof of my mouth, but it's really not bad at all. But that kind of leads me to wonder how things will be when I do some more turning of the device. I'm supposed to be turning it twice a night, so 2 turns every night. So tonight will be the test of to see how's this going to be for the rest of the month. So I'm supposed to use like a little bristle brush, or better yet, a waterpick flosser to get under the arms and into the device to kind of clean up the area, but it's still a little sensitive and it still kind of hurts a bit. So it's a little bit tricky.
Let's play with this. So this starting position, yeah, it kind of just looks like the starting positions. There's like a little opening right here where it looks like this this is supposed to like fit perpendicular to it.
So I just did my second session of expansion. That's another 2 turns, and I definitely felt immediately, as it was going, I could really tell that there was some added pressure. a little bit of soreness in my teeth. It's completely tolerable, not bad at all. But I'm kind of wondering if maybe 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, if more pressure or pain will onset. I'm really trying to wonder or trying to see if the discomfort is ever going to go back to what it was last night for that 2 hours where it was really bad. So I think this is the test. Hopefully it'll be good. I'll check back with you. So it's been 2.5 hours since I did my 2 turns of the expander for the day, and I feel totally fine. I really was worried that each time I did the turns, I would have again that 2 hours of intense pain, but it's really not bad at all. A little bit of soreness in my teeth. When you do the turns, you feel the pressure immediately, but yeah, I mean, like at this state, I remember getting braces as a kid, and the pain from braces was much, much worse than this now, but not as bad as this, for those 2 hours. So, yeah, I think it's just going to be like this for the next 4 weeks. So that's totally tolerable. Although eating food is very annoying. Food is constantly getting stuck in the device and under the device and in the screws and in the arms, and it's just so annoying. And cleaning it is very annoying, but I'll take that over pain any day. So I think it's gonna be actually a pretty easy ride. So it's day 3. I'm about to do my turns, but I just wanted to give an update. This MSC has these little hook things, whatever, I don't even know. And I was concerned about needing orthodontic wax because I didn't want to just scrape up my gum, but the office ensured me that I didn't need it. It was day 3, and I already developed an opened wound, and it's very irritating. So definitely, you guys gotta get the orthodontic wax. It's very annoying. I'm like walking around like this all day, so it doesn't touch the metal. So hopefully I can find some at like CVS or something. I don't know. All right, so it's like 10 a.m. now, and last night I'm pretty darn sure my mid-palatal suture split. You guys might be familiar with the YouTube channel Jaw Hacks. He's another vlogger who's going through a couple other expansion type things. He did MSC, and in one of his videos he explained the feeling of when the mid-palatal suture separates. And he talks about this like release of pressure as well as like a warm radiating bliss throughout his face. And I felt something so similar, and it's so weird. So basically what happened was I was just laying in bed and I could not sleep because I was having a lot of soreness in my jaws, and it was giving me a headache. The discomfort was worse last night. And then I felt this like accelerating crescendo of physically my suture splitting. Like I felt this like, and in that last moment of that crescendo, I felt the maxilla split apart. A lot of tension instantly released, which was nice. It wasn't painful. And I did feel this warm, radiating energy or something. Ronald from Jaw Hacks called it bliss. I want to call it pseudo pleasure. And for 10 seconds, it was just, radiating in my face, then down into my neck, then across my shoulders, and even down into my chest. And I want to call it pseudo pleasure because it had all the characteristics of pleasure without the feeling good part. It didn't feel good. It wasn't like I was enjoying it. It didn't feel bad either, and it was very strange. I thought originally when Ronald talked about that release that it was just the feeling of the tension being released and like, oh, that feels good. But it was so much stranger than I thought it would be. I'm not exactly sure where that radiating pseudo pleasure comes from. By the way, uh, I don't see any gaps in my bite yet, so stay tuned. But either way, this was a huge relief because I really didn't want to do the surgical assist because I wanted to maximize my nasal benefits, as I told you guys about earlier. And by the way, at the Breathe Institute course, I found this cool side by side of one patient who got the Lafort 1 cut and one who didn't. And just so you can further understand what I was saying, because when I originally explained it, I didn't have any good images to explain it. But yeah, I don't know if this for sure means I don't need surgical assist, but I think it at least signals in that direction. So yeah, it's day 4, and this has been my first 3 days with MSE. I'm guessing the worst part is over. I'm hoping, and the next few weeks of expansion, I guess we're gonna start seeing a diastema develop. So yeah, weird journey. I've had some of the strangest physical sensations throughout these 3 days. Thanks for watching.